Hello everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand week and all of that jazz. So this is Othercide, which is a game I've been looking at for a while. It's sort of Darkest Dungeons with a hint of XCOM and then with this noir anime aesthetic. It's quite cool. It's a roguelike, so if you don't like really challenging games that just murder you if you mess up, then you probably won't like this. I, however, love games like that, and I've been excited to give it a try. So I've played a little bit of it. I wanted to get a feel for the game before I do a video on it, just because it's a little bit initially confusing. I said I'm only on day 3, and I basically effectively done like 4 missions, like short little scenarios rather than missions. What they're called, synapses actually, and it's quite cool. It's the story's weird as shit. I can't figure it out. I mean, I vaguely can actually. From what I can gather, it explains a bit in the tutorial. But the person that you'll hear narrating now then is Mother Dearest, who is now dead. But then you spawn her daughters in this weird inner void thing. This part here. I've got 6 daughters right now. It's quite a commitment. In the birthing pool.
Remember their courage.
Which is just great. You germinate your daughters, so it's very cheeky and cheerful. And
give life to our daughters.
So there's a cemetery as well. You can resurrect them, so you don't necessarily lose them as such. But I'm pretty sure they do lose some stuff. I've got, see these ones here. From what I can tell, there are 3 classes, but I'm wondering if there are more. Because here at the Blade Master, Shield Bearer, and Soul Singer. Then you've got these ones here, and then that one there. So I don't know if they're more daughters or more enemy types, but like aesthetically the game looks insanely cool. So what I want to do is just play a bit of the game, show it off to you. Potentially, if people are interested, I could do some more videos. I'm quite good at games like this. Obviously, this is very different to Darkest Dungeon, but I tend to kind of get really into the meta. But for now, I'm just trying to get my head around it. So let's just jump straight in to to one of the synapses. Actually, are all my daughters resting? So Harmony, Hope. So if I use Mercy, Joy, and Grace, cool. Let me do some leveling up first. So I just got back at one of the missions, and they've all basically I germinated 3 new daughters. That's never not going to sound creepy, and I need to give them new skills. So what I like about this is there's the progression is completely your choice on what skills that you take. And I'm assuming it leads you down certain paths as well. So that one. So basically, the different kinds of abilities. Some that use AP and some that actually use health. And I think the health ones can be accidentally abused to the point where you can kind of put yourself in a bit of a precarious situation. I think I'm going to try this one because I don't have that yet. So what I've gone and done is I basically gone 2 of each type so I can alternate the teams. You see there's a little sleeping thing. That means they have to rest between battles. Worth noting that their health doesn't completely heal between battles as well, so it's something you've got to bear in mind. Wait 1 second. I thought someone's alarm was going off outside. There's a neighbour of mine which their car alarm goes off. I thought I could hear it. That was something else. Right, so that was what I had before. Let's see what Uganda looks. Oh, that's handy. Yeah, let's do that. Good for saving people. Pretty straightforward. DPS, range DPS, tank. You've seen it all before. God, old Hope is not looking so good, isn't she? She did take a bit of a beating in the last one, to be fair. So there are lots of... I quite like it. So there are instant actions, reaction, and then there's... let me just quickly piece. I'm just going to pick Lightning Strike. But then there are... where is it? Joy has it. Delayed actions, which I'll show in combat. So those are about timing certain actions that do a horrendously large amount of damage to kind of intercept enemies. So let's just jump into one of these synapses. As I said, the story is really weird, and I'm not going to try and explain it, though I will maybe try and comment bits as we go. So there are 2 synapses available. I'm going to do the hard one. I've only played a few, and possibly my one worry with this is some of the missions might be quite samey. However, from what I've gathered, the bosses are quite dynamic. Though I've only really played a little bit. I wanted to play more yesterday, but I was a bit busy. So it could be that the certain kinds of missions do change.
You wouldn't want my scalpel to slip into innocent flesh.
Cheerful. So what I can gather is Big Bad is this creepy child who then becomes
a wretched stench to mark a vile horror.
Becomes like a weird chosen one who's going to bring back the end of the world, or something a bit weird. So I have to kill, as in most of the ones I've been doing, you have to take out the 7 enemies. There are a lot of enemies. If you go to the codex, you can kind of scroll through. But obviously this is right at the start, so currently I've only made about... Oh, this actually is technically a new one. Plague Butcher. You can inspect. Oh, so there we go. Move skills. Can't see skills, can I? Alright, anyway, let's see. And then they've got these shooty ones here. Who are a bit leery, but they tend to take a while. So if I kind of... Let's go for the Plague Butchers. So currently we've got Mercy, which is my ranged DPS. I'll do Mercy up here, and I'm going to see if I can just squish this one up a bit. I could try Intercept, actually, because he's getting... Nasty, because that says 10%, so that's going to use 10% of my HP. So I'm going to be this, play this quite cautiously. They're not so chunky, those guys, which is handy. See, where it says AP, where I've got move there, that means that... action points. Now, if you see at the bottom, I'm playing on PC right now, but I'm going to get my mouse out, so I'm using a controller. But you see, this is the... where, basically by initiative, where people's turns are. So Mercy, Grace, Joy, then it's these 2 guys, then it's Mercy again. Now, if I go over, as you can see, it moves her around. If I take another action that takes me over, under 50 AP, it makes her turn go back even further. However, it does mean I can get a lot of actions in a short space of time. So that's generally used if you need burst damage, but it obviously leaves you a lot more vulnerable. I nearly actually lost one of my daughters in the last match for maybe being a little bit cheeky. So she's on 58. I'm gonna leave her there. End her turn. Up comes Grace. Now, if I go there, I won't be able to move. What skills does Grace have? So she has Blacksmith as Grace. Actually, what I'm gonna do... I should maybe move Mercy back. I'm actually just gonna leave Grace right there. I'm gonna let those guys come to me. I'll use Joy. I love their names. They're great. You get to randomize their name, which is quite cool. So he'll go probably there or there. So if I move her there without, and that'll leave me with, no, not enough. Right, let's go there. He might attack me. He might attack. Right, let's do it. So basically, this is one of my delayed attacks. So he might attack me, in which case, and so you see at the bottom here, that is when the attack will fire off. So both of these guys are going to be able to move before this delayed attack activates. However, I'm going to try it and see. So I think he'll attack me, so I'm going to very stupidly tank him. What I possibly should have done is I like moving him. There we go, so he's going to go there. He's going to take a hit off. Oh, no, he's not going to get hit off. Fair enough. Maybe he can't move and attack so efficiently. But one thing I've learned is putting him behind, because you don't do, at least in other videos I've seen, do damage against your daughters. So I can put him behind Grace, and then she can do that attack. And when someone comes towards Grace, she attacks through, and then Grace tanks. But I've got Mercy now, so our Mercy's going to flank. One thing it is a bit easy to do is forget which daughter you've got selected, so do pay attention, because I've done that a few times. Probably won't even need to... Which one is going first? Is it that one? That one. Oh, he won't attack. Just so I can let old... Because Joy's going to absolutely murder that one anyway. Before it gets a chance to get hit off. Oosh. And that's at the front. If you do that in their flank or behind, it does double damage. It's insane. It's very cool. The current light right now, it describes these as challenging and hard. I have a sneaking suspicion it's lulling me into a false sense of security. So right now, you can see I've got Grace, and then Grace is actually going to get another turn before this bad boy actually even activates. Grace, Joy, and Mercy. So I'm actually going to move Grace all the way up here. She's got 20 pointers, so she's not going to do anything, and she's going to hang out there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make that guy attack even later than he is. By using an ability. If I think she has it, I think she should. I'm going to shoot her a little bit, though. Him a little bit, though. So just squish Mercy. There we go, cool. So it's Grace's turn again. Grace has one of these, which is Slam. So deals 211 damage and delay the target by 25 initiative. Now, you can actually see how far the initiative is. So that means it'll put him after Joy again. So Joy can get a hit off. And probably after that one as well. So it'll put him about here. Which should potentially be enough. I guess go with Joy a sec. Does she have compute stats? Ah. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. No, I'm not. Let me just check. I'll just do it anyway. There. Okay. Slam. I don't know how to scroll down to her next attack. So she's going to slam him. Which now... There we go. I could probably actually slam him again. Is that cumulative? I don't know if that's cumulative. Let's find out. Oh, it is cumulative. Sick. Alright. Well, it's probably going to do too much damage to him anyway. And then I'm going to wait. To be honest, I'm like... trying to use quite obsessive strategy, but realistically, I don't actually need to do anything I'm doing. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do all this, but in actual fact, it's just one guy.
Progress has its setbacks.
See, I expect this game to be quite leery. So right, we've got these guys, the therapists. I'm gonna move Joy behind this rock. These guys have this delayed attack, similar to the one she does, which can do like 400 damage. Can basically just take out a daughter in nearly one hit. And I've had that happen, so got to be careful. You can resurrect them, but I'm pretty sure they lose some of their stuff. See, right, so now I've got all of them. See, I might try and use a bit of burst with these ones. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. Because right now, realistically, in one turn, I won't be able to get there in time to actually either wait a turn and then not use my burst, and then basically both of them will still attack her anyway. So I'm going to get Mercy to just hopefully kill this one. Which means she'll now be... Yeah, see, she's moved all the way to the end. But you can't stop them given how far away their initiative is anyway. Ah, and at 32, one of them is raising up. So where are they going to raise
Another
up?
terror to haunt us.
There. So I think it's, to be honest... Ah, but this is where it might go a little bit pear-shaped. So now it's... And her turn. To be fair, I think that one will raise, but I don't think it's going to get into combat for a while. See, that's 80. And that's Grace, right? And her skills, 25. So she won't even be able to actually attack. Boo! I've got an idea. Oh, does she have the ability? I didn't even check. She does. So she's actually going to use Blacksmith's Grace, which will give her tanky armor and move 15 initiatives up the attack line for each incoming attack. I don't really know what that means. I haven't actually seen that part in action. But basically, this will allow her to tank that guy's first hit, even though she's going to take 5% damage. It's not really that much. Cool. don't think Joy's got to get... Oh, no, Joy got a hit off as well. Cool. Alright. At least her, so it should. To be honest, it might actually take him out one hit. Oh,
Shred them down.
I think maybe I'm being overly cautious in these kind of early...
Memories of another life.
Early
Guard them well.
elements, but probably later on these will come in handy. Now, she's got a memory. Now, I've just started to get those, and I'll show you these. Basically, they're like unlocked traits that you can get, and they're one of the things that you lose if your character dies. So when I get to the back, when I finish this, there are only 3 left. I will show you. To be honest, they're probably good. I shouldn't got the amiibo anyway. There we go. So this is one of those gun ones again. Ah, see, he's already got that attack. Oh.
More of his dogs. Or should I say acolytes?
Ooh. Music's getting a bit metal as well. Music's very good on this, by the way. So this last 3, so it's 2 melees and 2 ranged. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to use Mercy to just wail on this guy. Because she's quite good. And I know for a fact they're squishy. Yes, you see, she'll be able to go into burst mode anyway. But it's fine, because it'll stop him doing that absolute horrifying
Progress
attack.
has its setbacks.
And then Grace and Joy will be able to deal with those guys. Yeah, no, so I didn't get the memories at first, and now I've just, my brain has clicked, and I'm like, okay. Because they unlock in a codex, and one of the ways, because these daughters are effectively clones of their mother, the memories kind of are how it tells a lot of the backstory, which I'll show you in a wee sec. So I've got these guys here. What I might do is pull back. That way so she doesn't get flanked. She's going to wait there. They're both going to move, but I don't think they'll get a hit in. What have we got? Yeah, not enough to do a blade. Ooh, I would have. Yeah, that's cool. Actually, that's really cool. Yeah, so at this point, I think it's quite easy. I think I've got a boss after this, and from what I understand, they're brutal. I think one of the tricks is to not abuse the kind of ones that actually damage your health, because you can almost kill yourself. Honestly, I could probably just sort of... Yeah, I'm just going to take a risk. Oh.
One less to plague the innocent.
Yeah, I'm just gonna beat him up. Sort him out, mate. So basically, Joy and Mercy will get to go... Oh, yeah, he's dead. Unless there's a surprise for that. I'm gonna beat you up, mate. Ooh. Oh, is this a boss? Oh, no, that was actually... No, it is not. His health just didn't go down straight away. Right, I'll just send young Mercy in there. So this is obviously relatively an easy one. I guess, for reading the Steam reviews, people are really struggling with the bosses.
Mercy.
So I'm pretty sure... No, actually, yes, Mercy, because that's her name. Haha. No, sorry, that's lame. But yeah, no, I think a lot of people are struggling with the bosses. But, yeah. I did pretty well, to be honest. Let her flourish.
Let her flourish.
I will let her flourish. That's Mother, by the way, talking. Mumsy. So let me just show you the memories.
Though the danger passes, we must prepare for the next.
So I think I've got one more. Yeah, so I think I can try and do another synapse. Let me just pop in the void and show you something. So I think it... Because they're all sleeping, so I have to rest now. So I can't do another one. But if I go to... Was it Grace? One of them, was it? Oh, there we go. So I think it's... Where did they get that? Those are the traits. I'm a bit confused as to where the memories are stored. So you can go to the codex here. And I got that one. But I don't know how to gather who's got them or not. It's a little confusing. It's not the traits, I don't think. Because one of them had which. I like that one. Because she just doesn't take any damage. Or she did a bit, but anyway. Alright, so let's rest up. Hopefully I can show you guys a boss. Because I haven't seen one yet. This would be quite cool. So it auto-saves at the... like, in menus and at the start of your little excursions to the synapses. Which is handy because it's not actually as brutal. So if you just screw up one of the little attacks, you can just exit and it will reload at the start of it, which is really handy. It does mean that if you just start an attack that you could never win, you might struggle a little bit, but it means you know it's not that unpleasant, shall we say. Right, so let's rest
Suffering
up.
sends monsters. We will send our daughters.
I want to see a boss. Ooh. Cutscene?
Cut deeper. Deeper still? The answer hides, buried in the flesh. Life unworthy of life feeds our inquiry. What we do is a mercy to the world. A mercy.
He looks fucking cool. It's very Bloodborne in its aesthetic, actually. It's the whole Plague Doctor thing. Right,
What memory has this agony uncovered?
So the current recollection. So, from what I can gather, I don't know what that means. Should we try and confront the boss? I mean, worst case, as I said, I'll die, and then I can just leave the video there. Nice short little one, and then next video, hopefully, I can be a little bit better. So I've got the inner void here. Let's go straight for the boss. Let's see what happens. So remembrances. So there's lots of story, which I quite like. These are new ones, but I don't actually have any shards to activate. It's really weird, right? Because it says I get shards as rewards, but unless I'm just not seeing them. I don't know if it randomizes what shards you've got, because it says in the corner I've got no shards, but it might not be that I'm a little confused. Let's just attack a boss.
We must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
Right, so let's take Joy. Let's take Mercy, and then I need a shield breaker. So I guess I'll just take Grace. I'm sure later on, and if you're watching this in the future, there's much better meta. But I'm just going for a bit more generalist. So let's see if we can take this. I mean, we did quite well in the last one, so...
Farewell, daughters.
Cheers, Mum, for that. Yeah, great support there, love. Ta. Feel really loved right now.
Our research must continue.
Alright, so where is he?
A monument to terror. They destroyed a child and called it mercy.
So how much health does he have then? And does have mobs. I mean, that was a given, really. Okay, so let me see how much he has. 7k! That's a lot, but young Joy getting in the flanks there. I mean, this will be the first boss. Right, so... we can take his attacks as well. I'll use my mouse, actually, so I can actually click and see the abilities. Oh, there we go. Deals 500 damage to the daughter and pushes them back 2. Summon caretakers. Oh, the music's getting a little bit good, isn't it? I'm wondering how dynamic the music is. Whether it's going to react to what I do. And how much health do they have? So they're going to get absolutely murdered. So we're doing Soul Singer with Young Mercy. All of these guys are things, so she has to move one thing. So she's just going to shoot that guy in the face. So she's gonna jump back. I'm not gonna burst yet. I adore games like this. When I get my new computer, which arrives at the end of August, by the way, expect me to stream stuff like this all the time because it's just so fun. I want him to move up closer to me. I'm worried I should have moved Mercy back one. I can actually see his movement. How far is movement? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move him up. Hello there, aren't I? Shit, do that right now. This is why you gotta plan ahead. Hopefully, she'll just tank that. Absolutely gonna use my blue blade, but I don't give a shit. Hope I get this one this time. That's the wrong way, you bastard! Oh, what are they doing? Oh, okay. They can buff them. How long does that last? Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. As you said, you can exit and effectively allow you to restart the whole Scott. Well, he's not. Oh, actually, because I remember correctly, the boosts tend to don't damage through. That's fine. They only last one full rotation, as far as I remember. I'll check his armor a little bit. So honestly, he might not be. Yeah, he's moving up. That's quite handy. That's a nifty little one. 2,000. I don't know how long that's going to last. I'm curious now. Kind of sort of want him to come to us, though. Right, I'm going to move her back that way. I'm going to risk it and try and funnel him in here, basically. This might be a terrible idea. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Ah, yes, it goes down. It's a lot of damage. Take out his mates, basically. You're right, mate. Got a long ass range with that devotion, though. Okay. So he's going to attack me. So I'm going to... To be honest, I should probably be way more aggressive than I'm being, but... We'll see how well that... Okay, yeah. So basically, his armor's just insane. Okay. This will be interesting. So I do have to take those guys out, though. Honestly, I'm thinking maybe, I like going for the balance, but I just basically need to tank him. About to lose a lot of health. Ah, it's going to move him before the attacks are about to get smashed quite badly. Oh, giant scissors. Oh, oh. Oh, God. Okay. chonk. To be fair, I did do this at a significantly earlier time. Yeah, so I think, and one thing I remember reading the reviews is you sort of do need to, when it says attack in day 7, I think you need to actually take advantage of the fact that you have until day 7 to just kind of, you know, buff your daughters up. Because I'm about to get slaughtered, like, not even funny.
Shatter them.
She's already down anyway, so she might as well just move up. I might do it. I almost certainly won't, but you know. Does it even work? Oh yeah, he can resist my thing, probably due to his abilities. Right, let's have Joy. The problem is like I don't know how to heal in this game at all.
Progress has its setbacks.
That's not going to work. They're not going to get them bar try. Oof. Yeah, this is a vicious game. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, that's my first daughter dead. My baby. Grace is about to get her ass kicked. Sorry, Grace. I love you. Oh. Oh wait, she's not dead. Oh no, yeah, she is. Oh no, she's. I don't know what she's doing there. Yeah, so I'm way too low level.
Keep them dry.
That's fair. Alright, okay. I can dig. I can't dig at all. I'm just going to try and kill these ones. Vengeance. I will avenge you, my daughters. I'm literally just going to kill these ones.
Progress has its setbacks.
I mean, technically, I can resurrect these, which is absolutely what I'll do. See if I can at least tank him so he doesn't actually attack. Mercy straight away. Oh wait, no. She's gonna be dead. Oh, Grace. Oh, Jesus Christ, she was dragged down. Oof. Oof. That's not very pleasant, is it? Right, Mercy, it's all down to you, love. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You do it. I believe in you. I don't believe in you at all, to be honest. It's just... You can get away. It's probably a compelling argument, actually, to having loads of soul singers and just kind of, like, running and gunning, but... Oof. He is not a very nice bloke, this guy. Right, let me just end it so we can see what happens.
Never end.
No, it's not. Forever. I'm just gonna let me just kill these guys, or let me get myself killed rather. Come on. I haven't literally done a single piece of damage to them. So clearly the strat for this one is you've got to absolutely nuke those guys down as soon as possible. Probably I would have the lass with the shield immediately just go and ideally get the attention of the boss. So use all of her movement, get right up there and immediately draw him together, and then either have potentially 2 of these soul singers, dependent on what their later abilities are, or 2 of the ones with the swords, and just quickly slaughter the other guys. because his armor falls off really, really quickly. Anyway, let's kill Mercy. Go on, kill Mercy. Do it. Do it! I'm not going to lie, because I'm only at day 3, I might actually just restart later and learn from my mistakes, rather than waste all my resources resurrecting my daughters. We will see. Come on then, do it. Go on, do it! I like this, because it's... One thing I love about games like this is... It's hard. But, oh Jesus, that's dark. It's hard, but it's hard because of what you did wrong, not because the game feels unfair. I mean, some people might not like the potential grindiness of it. I will ultimately see whether it's something that I wear against. As I said, I confronted this boss effectively half early than I was meant to. I didn't know what I was up against, so... Okay. So, rip.
Will this cult plague the Dark Corner forever?
Possibly. Especially if I don't bother finishing the game. So let's just have a look at the old graveyard, shall we? I'm curious to see... Oh, a cutscene.
Alas, suffering is born. We failed the child. We have lost. I have nothing more to give.
Oh, I think being beaten by a boss means that
So we begin again.
Yes, so this is another feature of it, is that when you lose, you actually start... Yeah, there we go. So, a recollection. And... So I've been awarded... Oh, I see. I think I get the shards now. Oh, I see. I see. Let me explain. Right, okay. 1 second. Yeah. So this is one of those things that it's kind of a Darkest Dungeon kind of thing where the... Well, actually, Darkest doesn't really reward you for it, but the idea that you're meant to lose and then keep coming back, and you get basically more rewards. So effectively next time is a little bit easier. I don't have any other remembrances I can get. That was... You probably hear the ambulance going by the house right there. Cool, okay. Ah, cheerful.
This so-called doctor has revealed himself.
I think we're... Where are we? You just go back. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I didn't get the shards thing originally. So basic, looks like I gained my shards... Oh, and look, I've actually got the time now with the boss. I can go for him right now if I want. But I have to restart and do all the synapses again. And I believe... Do I have... Have I lost all of my daughters? Yeah. So all your daughters. But I'm guessing I can...
Remember their courage.
So you can effectively bring old daughters back from previous recollections. And the shards at the corner, you don't actually, I think, from what I can gather, earn them during... You only get them in the second recollection, so you kind of store them up, but I might be reading that wrong, so don't quote me. Someone else might have noticed more than I. So that's quite cool, because one thing they seem to have done is they don't punish you unduly for actually losing, whereas some things do. A great example of a game that actually does that quite well with dying is not this it's a roguelike, but not turn-based fighting one like this, which is Sunless Skies and Sunless Sea, which sort of do this thing where when you die, you pass on the heritage of your sea captain. Anyway, this is really fun. I like this quite a lot. I love games like this, absolutely. I get really into them, and just kind of the planning your strategies and kind of learning how to deal with each kind of enemy types is quite fun. Obviously, this is absolutely not for everyone. For me, it's definitely the thing I love, because I'm a masochist, and I absolutely adore the art style as well, because I'm a recovering goth. Alright, hope you guys like that. If you didn't, and it's not the game for you, that's completely fine. Definitely the game for me, so I'm going to continue on after this video. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. Respawns. I will have new videos up soon. One thing, I did mention this earlier in the video, that and for those of you who follow me on Twitter will know this, but I'm getting a new computer. I've actually bought a custom build one. It's quite an expensive one as well. It's an i9 with GTX. It's an NVIDIA 270 Super and 32 gigabytes of RAM and like 2TB hard drives, SSDs. It's gorgeous. That will be arriving at the end of August for me. It's basically apparently about a 3-week build time, though with COVID, I'm not too sure. But we'll see. So it's going to arrive in August anyway. So look forward to that. The reason why that's going to be grand is I'll be able to do most of my videos in 4K resolution, if you have a screen that can handle that, which would be pretty cool. But obviously it means it'll be 1080p and whatever the other slightly less insanely incredible resolutions are. Also, it means that I'll be able to actually stream again and stream in 1080p at least, which is going to be cool. So none of that stuttering nonsense that we were seeing previously. And also I might be able to stream a little bit of Fallout 76 specifically as well, which I would like to do because I know that most of you are for Fallout, and obviously I would like to see me stream that. But until the next video, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. As always, follow me on Twitter @norespawns, and I'll speak to you absolutely fantastic bunch soon. You take care.